shout it loud, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but it's you who'll have further to fall. Ghost town and haunted love. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Yeah, Jono.
G'day, Ray. How's things, mate?
Oh, not too bad. Hang on a second. Where's the chat?
Yeah, beautiful intro, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that one. It's really nice.
Very, very nice indeed.
There you go, guys. There you go, John, exit. Yeah, it's been bloody, just got home. I actually just walked in the door about 10 minutes ago. It's bloody bit of a family do. Felt a bit weird there, but anyway. Old mate, there you go, mate.
Yeah, went out and did a bit of the Christmas shopping today.
Oh, yeah.
And turkey, and Mrs. wants to go up during the week to the butchers and get some pork, and
Yeah.
and she gets the pork crackling, she buys a a big piece of that, and she just cooks that up separately. We get it, like 2 or 3 times the amount of pork crackling.
Oh, fair enough. Fucking one thing I could ever cook is pork crackling. I'm fucking hopeless at it. I'm not much of a cook anyway. Much of a chef,
I think the trick is, Ray, is you've got to rub a lot of salt into it.
Yeah, that's what they say, but I'm not. I'm far from being a good chef. I can cook it. I can eat it. That's about it. But anyway.
Well, I'm going to break out this year. Yeah, guys, Pep. I'm not a big Christmas. Just normal stuff. The family come over. Daughter will come over. Her boyfriend and my sister. We're just tossing up whether the ex-wife's going to come or not. She normally comes along.
Yeah, right.
But the daughter says, she's playing up at the moment. She always plays the little games every year. She's coming, she's not coming, she's not coming, she's coming.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, if it wasn't for my daughter, I wouldn't be extended any invites,
Yeah, right, fair enough. Yeah, much to do with my family for the last few years. Weird at being around them again. I tell you, a bit of mixed emotions, but anyway. Well, man, the kids are all right, you know. Fucking just yeah, but anyway, won't go there.
He's going the whole log. He's doing the crayfish and everything. Always going. Crays are still cheap enough, aren't they, Ray? They haven't gone up again, you know.
Yeah, they're still expensive. They're only pissy little bloody things, you know.
Yeah, they're only small things, yeah. You know.
Yeah, they're bloody. Yeah, they're not real big, but anyway. Not have to watch that bloody dude over in Western Australia. You know, I've been sport watching him. He comes up with these bloody things that are like 2 feet long, these big ornate ones.
Oh, yeah.
Crayfish, and he just goes down, picks out one he likes the size of it. If he pulls one out and it's not the right size, he'll let it go and he'll go get another one until he gets the right size. Then he'll go back up and fucking cook it up, you know. He might get a couple of squid. I might jig a few squid on the way back too, you know. Oh, what a life. Jesus.
I watched, I think there's a show on SBS, or I'm not sure what channel it's on really. And it's about, you know, the crayfishing in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Lobster men or something. I watch it, you know. Look, geez, you're like, sort of talk about, you know, pulling money out of the sea. You know?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, a lot of money involved in it, you know. Same with the abalone as well, too. They pay a lot of money for those licenses to be able to do that.
Yes, yes.
And they really take a dim view of people pirating, you know, going there and bloody, and just teaching them out of their bloody, you know. Well, they're allowed to take so many for personal use, but when they go there and they just about rape the area sort of thing, you know, they get a big fine for doing that.
You know, sort of a friend of my wife, her daughter, you know, she was a bit of a worry. Anyway, she knew this bloke and they used to like going out each weekend and, you know, going fishing, and they'd get a bit of kingfish and all that. And anyway, the missus said, "Oh, you know, bring us over some kingfish and, you know, a bit of fish." So that, you know, they brought over, you know, some nice, you know, big, you know, cutlets of, you know, kingfish and all that. And they brought over this abalone, you know. But the abalone, they wouldn't have been big as a 50-cent piece.
Yeah, right.
I thought, God, fuck me. I said, you know, don't do that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, that's a fucking pinch.
Yeah.
You know. I said, do that again. Tell them we're not interested, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. You got
Said,
Steve.
why would you be getting, you know, pulling these little things, little abalone off only a mouthful, you know, not even a mouthful of it.
What would you buy? The ones they pull out are about 3-4 inches round.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever eaten them, actually. I can't say I ever have.
Oh, it's so overrated.
Oh, that good I would have remembered. But anyway.
So overrated. It's like that, you know, that dragon fruit they have in Thailand, you know, like that white fruit, and it looks like it's got those little black pips in it. And
yeah, I had one the other week, actually.
oh, I reckon they're tasteless.
I had to put some sugar with it to get a bit, not sugar, put a bit of sweetener with it to get a bit of taste out of it.
They're totally, you know, tasteless. They're totally overrated, you know.
$5 at Aldi for one too. I always wanted to try one out. Yeah, but anyway, I know you can get a couple of different types. The one I got was had the red bloody outside, white inside.
Oh, it's just, you know, like, I think there's a couple of types of them. They've got the white one, and I think there's a purple one inside. But, you know, my missus, you know, she got it several times in Thailand. You know, and I said, "What are you buying this for? It's tasteless." You know, like, oh, sure. You know, I think they call Durian the king of fruits or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they reckon, you know, oh, this is really you're really, real exotic. But I can't see anything in it personally. Yeah, right. Rather eat a mango or something.
What are an abalone? They similar to like a bloody? Would they be in the same thing as a bloody scallop or something like that?
Yeah, mollusk, shellfish.
Yeah, right. Thought so. Yeah, I was wondering about the oyster sort of thing, you know.
Oh, they're a mollusk. I think they've only got the shell on one side, and they sort of, you know, like more like a snail.
Yeah, fair enough. I get a drink of water. I get a bit of quarter of dry as a bat's ass.
Yeah, that's about right. You know, old mate. Like they just make good decoration as opposed to anything else. Like they're pretty looking thing, but God, I thought, why would you bother?
I started watching that bloody The Serpent last night.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, he's a bit of a bloodthirsty, he's a bit of a bloody. He's a bit of a ruthless prick, isn't he?
Oh, he's a coward, a cunt.
Oh no, I've just only watched a fair. I've got to watch one a day and just sort of, Yeah. I don't know. West Australia probably has really good seafood. We have good stuff up here too. Well, I think seafood all around Australia is just probably as good as the other states, I think. What do you reckon, John?
When I go up to New South Wales, I certainly make it a business to go off to the seafood market there. That's always a good experience.
Yeah. Well, we get bloody good ones up here. One market down the road from where I live. It's all fresh stuff there. They don't have the tanks for fresh stuff. Oh, they do. You get fresh mud crabs and shit there and sand crab. But they've got a massive big bloody, a great big fridge full of all fresh bloody, like trevally, all sorts of fish you want, like, what do they call them, bloody, coral trout, all that sort of stuff, all the reef fish. They have all that here. All the bloody, what's the other ones? Bloody, then prawns, you go over the prawn side there, and they just got bloody all the different sorts. But fucking some of the big suckers, they got some really nice big tigers there too.
Yeah, I got some big ones the other day. They're real big, like they're real, 2 mouthful jobs. Like you just couldn't put, eat it in one mouth, or that was 2 big bites out of it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think they were 34 bucks a kilo or something.
Yeah.
They're $34 a kilo.
Yeah, well, there's abalone. This is dangerous work, like Ghost was saying. The bloody sharks like to eat them.
Yeah, yes.
Piss off, Billy. Don't fucking bite me, you little shit. Fucking cat bite me on fucking trying to bite me on the leg. Little grot. Bunch of tension. Give me, you want to smoke
that away. Goes back rings. My mate's an abalone diver, and he says it's like licking $100 notes up off the seabed.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous, bloody dangerous work though. Yes, indeed.
You see them there trying to bloody some of those guys get in cages and swim around other than get those bloody chainmail suits and all sorts of stuff, camouflage, exactly. Yeah, the bloody sharks like to eat them. They think they're bloody seals.
Huh. Well, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Oh God.
I used to watch that show they had on TV, the abalone divers. Then they get the people doing pinching the bloody things. They're not real happy about that.
Well, you rarely see it here in the stores. It's all shipped overseas to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Well, they got the big bucks over there.
Comes back in cans. I've seen it at the Asian shop a couple of times. $55 for a can of abalone or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you get in it, but like it's overrated,
I'm not that fucking keen to pay that much money for. What are you doing, Billy? Hey? You want attention, don't you?
Huh?
Oh, my cat is sitting there bugging me. She wants attention. She wants I'll get a fly swatter and give her a fucking brush. So I was getting brushed with a fly swatter. Weird. There you go. That'll keep you happy for a bit. And as she kills over and lets me do her guts.
I told you I've been watching those, James Bond on James Bond shows on TV. Well, we're off Roger Moore now, and we're on to the next best one. That Timothy Dalton. Oh, fuck me. Fuck.
How many James Bonds have they done? Movies.
There was Sean Connery.
Mm.
Then there was George Lazenby. One. At least he was a man's man, that George Lazenby. And then there was Roger Moore. And then they got Timothy Dalton. And then after that, they did Pierce Brosnan. And then it was Daniel Craig.
Yeah, right. They've had a few, haven't they? Like Doctor Who's.
They reckon the next James Bond's going to be a female, I think.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Someone said. Or I read an article. next James Bond's going to be a female. Oh no!
Like shit, just destroy every frigging thing, eh?
Yeah, it's like when they made the latest Doctor Who a female. Oh please, I agree, Spevor. Sean Connery was the best.
I'll be back in a sec.
It's
going to get a drink of cordial and dry. Back in a sec.
Yeah, when you get back, I might go up and drink myself, mate. Yeah, he wears a camera, has white pointers there, grouse. Yeah, Sean Connery, by far was the best James Bond. But I think I was chatting with Ray the other day talking about it, and in all the old shows in the 60s, in the 70s when Sean Connery was doing it, in every show, they were hitting the women. Every show, he'd give a woman a slap or, throw them onto a bed or, hit them around a bit or, there was a cat fight or something like that. And, well, you couldn't get away. You couldn't do that today. Like they'd ban the thing off TV. They'd ban it. Assaulting women. But that was sort of standard form on TV in those days. It was sort of as if it was socially acceptable. Try and do it nowadays. See what happens to you. Christ. I don't think it'd be too hot. Yes, goes Pepper. Don't say that slapstick anymore. Good one. Yes, g'day, Matt. He decked as many women as he bearded. He'd always, every show he'd be hitting one of them, someone. A slap or, it wasn't a punch, it was always a slap or something, or manhandle them, grab them by the wrists or put them in an arm lock or something like that. God, strike me, Yeah, well, I don't think that led to the quality of the character terribly much. Well, that was Ian Fleming, though. He was the writer. He must have put it in the books. I reckon the best James Bond movie I ever saw was Thunderball. I remember seeing it when in the theatre as a kid. I was real impressed. I remember the day and what happened, and walking there with my mum and my sister to go and see it. I think the old man was working. He walked up to the picture theatre. It was a stinking off day. Gee, I was impressed. Hadn't been to a theatre before. You see the wide screen and and Thunderball, they're all underwater, and it's very impressive.
Yeah,
talking 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, well, bloody what Ghost just said, having a female James Bond is the height of sexism. And it is. Works the other fucking way, doesn't it?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't it? G'day, Owen. Thanks for joining us, mate. Yeah, I don't know. What have they got? They've got Timothy Dalton on tonight. That starts at 7:30. I don't think I'll be rushing in to see that tonight.
James Bond. Yeah, I'll watch another one of those serpents tonight. Prick, wasn't he? Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, Charles Sabrage.
Yeah, we got that chick and he doped her. And he must have thrown her in the water, must have paralysed, give her something to paralyse her and threw her in the ocean and a bloody bathers,
Yeah.
Fish dug her out the end of it. What a prick.
They estimate he killed about 30 people.
Yeah, right. Fucking
it was real cocky in the end. I won't, destroy it for you, but he's real cocky in the end. But
I can imagine.
It sort of, his cockiness came back to bite him on the ass.
Yeah.
But he's still alive. He's still alive and he's in jail.
Yeah. Oh, well.
He's in jail in Nepal.
Yeah, right. Oh, well. You'll be living hard time up there. Hey, here's one that made me bloody laugh. That bloody dickhead, that bloody pinched all that bloody crypto money just recently.
Oh, I heard a bit about that. Yeah.
they got him in fucking jail now in the Bahamas, of one of those in the islands.
Yes.
He's squealing like a stuck pig now. He wants to have special treatment because he's a fucking he can't, because he has dietary requirements. He's a vegetarian.
Oh, God.
They're trying to chase up all that money for the people they lost it, and none of the Democrats want to give it back.
Yeah, that's I find strange. I noticed that recently on going over to Thailand, that all these people that on the flights going over, but all these people had special dietary requirements. They got fed first.
Yeah.
They all got fed first, and this one woman, she got fed. I think she was, I don't know, she could have been a Muslim lady or a Sikh or something like that. And they brought her out her food, and she took one look at it and complained, and she got them to take that back. And then they brought something else, and she complained about that. The hostess spent about 5-10 minutes with her. Just her. She was explaining what her food requirements were, and she didn't want this and she didn't want that. And go get me something else, and blah blah blah. And you see the hostess getting real frustrated. She tried 3 times, brought out 3 different meals. I don't think she took anything in the end. I said, oh God. I said, don't worry about anyone else. We'll wait until you're ready, though. But that's a good thing, isn't it? Like on the planes, they bring out the food, and then you finish all your food and you sit with the tray in front of you, for about a half an hour, because that traps you, that stops you from moving, doesn't it? Because you can't lift up the tray or move anywhere, until they take that away. So that just stops you from moving anywhere. That's a top idea. You may as well handcuff you to the seat. Anyway, I don't mind a bit of squid ghost pepper. Yeah, squid's all right. Don't mind that.
Fucking cat.
What's he doing to you, Ray?
Oh, she bloody... I wouldn't give her attention, so she wanted to shit beside the litter tray. Little turd.
She's what?
Been shit beside the litter tray just to piss me off.
No.
Yeah, she's all right now. She's got the thing out and cleaned it, it's all right. Fucking cat.
I'm going to have to get round to putting up the Christmas tree tomorrow. Yeah, exit to Thailand. Ray's having pussy issues.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, she's spoiled rotten now, and she's a little shit. Bloody tortoiseshell. I didn't know they had real personalities about them. This one has. No, she's all right. She's
got to get him. I had a go at the little bloke before, I said, time to get off, get off the computer. It's never now. It's always 5-10 minutes time, 3 minutes time. I said, look, you've been on it all day. I said, you haven't been off your ass. Jump off now. Well, I can't jump off now. I'm in the middle of a game. If I jump off in the middle of a game, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I'm getting a cold shoulder from you at the moment. He's glaring at me. Not bad. Like he's up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like his mother brings food and puts it next to him. She brought food and brought in, into the lounge and put on the table, and she said, she was even blue tonight. Tell him to get off. I said,
right. Yeah. Nah, she's all right on. She's got to be pretty well trained by now. But yeah. Oh man, I don't know what my buddy relaxed tonight. Just sitting down. That wasn't bad sitting down there. It was a nice spot. I was down there bloody with the family sort of thing. But he came home with a big thing full of bloody sausages they never ate, so they'll go freeze them and I'll cook something up with them. But he do a recipe. That bloody, I'd laugh when that clown was going on about, I'm a bloody, Just what is it, bloody? I'm a bloody vegetarian. I can't eat that food. Poor bloody.
Apparently, I saw that the states are going to extradite him. Try and bring him back to America. And last I heard, he said he's going to fight it all the way against his extradition.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Like
Sleep down there to rot.
Like he's embezzled all this money off people. But that's all right, is it? He sent people broke and embezzled all this money. They've been living the lifestyle. Now he's got caught. He doesn't want to wear it.
Exactly. Fucking prick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. A lot of people put money into it, trying to bloody better themselves, and or whatever.
Hey, Frosty, how are you, mate? Oh, I'm going to have an early one tonight, Ray, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be on too. When you get up, I'll get off. Watch a bit of TV, I think. That bloody, that movie, that series, not too bad. I'll have a look at that.
What that, the serpent?
Yeah, it looks all right. I saw the first one. I'll get into it. She's a bit different back in the 70s in the Bangkok, wasn't it? All the old man.
Well, what it's like in that movie, that was sort of my first experience of Bangkok, when I was an 18-year-old, 20-year-old bloke. That was my first impressions.
Getting around the flares.
But, you compare that, like some of the scenes in that movie to today, and it's, it's two different worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Two totally different worlds.
Exactly.
Like in the intro today, that I think everyone's seen it in Bangkok. I think they call it the Mahanakorn Tower. It's that, or the Mahanakorn building. Is that the name of it? And it looks like it's got, it's not straight up and down. It's got all these little indentations, in the side of the, the structure. Like, like this. Like dints in the building and some balconies overhang, and there's nothing, supporting the balcony from underneath. You know the building I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. The hotel I was staying, I was at the front of the hotel having a smoke one morning, and I've looked across the road, and directly across the road, about 50 metres away, 50, 100 metres away. Here's the Mahanakorn, tower. I've got a few shots of it. I've got a few, good pictures of it.
What's the how would you spell that? What
Mahanakorn, I think. M-A-H. Let's see if I can find it. M-A-H-A-N-A-K-O-R-N. Yeah.
I got it. Mahanakhon.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it? Looks like it's fucking. Looks like a bloody, what do you call it? One of those Transformers buildings, doesn't it? Sort of thing,
Half-built Lego building or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, interesting architecture. I don't
know. Big building.
And you won't be getting me up on that skywalk. Down in Canterbury, they've got one of those skywalks, next to the river up there, and this went up the little boy, and they said, "Come on!" No, I'm not going up there. No.
BTS beside it too.
Hey.
BTS beside it as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Saw that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a freaky looking building.
Indeed it is. It's weird.
Finish the bloody thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's half finished, doesn't it? Yeah.
I walk. Yeah, nah. That bloody, yeah, that'd be fucking freaky.
I don't know what the name of the place is, but just Circumbit from Ceylon. There's just off Circumbit Road. They're building a new business, department store, residential complex in
Yeah.
Thailand. I think is it called Bangkok City or something like that? And, there's a massive amount of construction, going on there, and they were doing it. The last time I went to Thailand in 2019, and just in this last trip I went to, the other month, they're still working on it, but they reckon it'll be finished in a couple of years' time. But that's going to be like a little world inside itself in Bangkok. It's going to have entertainment districts in it, and department stores and residential complexes, and massive construction. But I was speaking to a few people about it. They reckon that the price of residential property, and that's going to be twice as much as anything else in Bangkok.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be one of these trendy places to be at. Like the Icon Siam, or a real trendy place.
Mm-hmm.
But most we find that most all the Chinese will buy into it.
There's a lot of things I want to see. I hope I get back there. I should do. Bloody, yeah, I don't know. That bloody, yeah.
She was just looking at that Sky Tower.
Yeah.
People sitting on glass looking at it. Give me the shivers just looking at it. No, thanks.
Yeah, Owen's been up there, hey?
Hey?
Owen's saying he's been up the top.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Yeah, not for me. Yeah, Harlequin Tower, that's it.
I never got bloody vertigo until fucking the last, say, 10 years.
I reckon as you get older, it gets worse, right?
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, it sort of, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't scare me. So I sort of, it really doesn't scare me sort of thing, but I've never experienced it before.
I don't blame you, Owen. I didn't go on that glass thing.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, mate. Like this one in Canterbury they've just opened.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to go on that for? Jack was up there. He flew into it. The missus flew into it. So did the granddaughter. She was in on it. She was running up and down. Not me, thanks. I wasn't interested. Oh, well.
Just having a look through bloody marketplace. There's bloody expat car club in Thailand.
I saw you posting up about that, yeah.
Yeah, 76 Celica drives, great aircon, 5-speed, 345,000 baht. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. 10 grand, 15 grand, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on.
Yeah, 15 grand.
345,000, I said one.
I remember last night, a good show we did last night. Alex got on and said that he booked his tickets to see, I think it was Caribou, that Thai group or whatever it was, coming to Melbourne. I went to try and chase it down. I couldn't, I couldn't spot it, but I thought, what do I want to go and see them?
Yeah, right.
So like that'll be a big night there. It's a big venue where they're going, but we full of eyes. I was actually thinking, after I think of taking a stall down there.
Yeah,
Thai stock and having a stall down there for the night.
It's a nice cool breeze here tonight.
Sorry?
Got a beautiful cool breeze here tonight.
Breeze, not a breath of wind here, right?
About 27 today. It was lovely out there today.
I was speaking to Pete, by the time we finished speaking last night, it was just after 9 o'clock. It was after 9 o'clock before the sun went down here.
Yeah.
After 9.
Yeah, right. And the daylight saving.
Night.
I actually wonder why the bloody hell they want daylight savings down there.
Wow. I'll tell you what, mate, we're still waiting for summer to come. This time of year, like you'd be sweating, sweating like buggery. Like you'd be up 80, 90 degrees, 95 degrees. You'd be getting a couple of hundreds in there.
Yeah.
what, 35, 37 nowadays.
You get much humidity down there?
Sorry, mate?
You get much humidity down there?
Yeah, it's not like Queensland.
Yeah,
Not
right.
like Queensland. It's sort of not real humid as such. Real dry, stinging heat.
Yeah, right.
I go out in the sun for 5 minutes and you're gone.
Yeah.
You'll be sunburned. You're real sting in the sun. Nowadays.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Steve.
And that bloody
Steve's going back to the US for Christmas. Good on him, mate.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too, Steve, and your
Yeah,
wife. Have a good one, mate.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to
Come back
everybody.
for Christmas. He works hard.
Yeah.
Traveling all over Asia. Keeping his eye on things for his company.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Excuse me 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second, mate.
Yeah.
I'll just go see what else.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get up the top of that bloody thing. I'll get up and look at it now, and I get bloody vertigo. I never really had that before. No, well. Yeah, have a good trip, Steve. How to get out of this bloody marketplace? I can't stay out of it.
Well, that's sorted. Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Huh?
Well, we've got a bit of. Well, it's right now.
What happened?
Looks like oh, now might be just my internet, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Bloody internet has been dropping out a bit.
Oh, yeah, we can think. Who was it? Was saying the little bloke was saying he was very impressed with the internet in Thailand compared to Australia.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always bragging about his. He gets about 50,000 fucking megabytes per second over there, doesn't he?
50,000 megabytes. Oh, it's a joke. Like I was trying to explain to a little bloke the other day. So, are they ever going to fix it up, Dad? Are they ever going to fix up, the internet speed? And I said, I don't think they'll be doing it anytime soon, mate. They spent a massive amount of money, and putting what they've got in. But I said they cut corners. I said that because that was a change of government. I said we're going to get fibre to the node or something, whatever that means. But that died in the arse.
Bloody Turnbull can blame for that one. Thank him for
that.
that.
That was Turnbull's fault.
You got in on that. He should have his guts out. Fucking hell. Unbelievable.
That's the thing, which I find strange. Here we've got Thailand. What do they call Thailand? A so-called developing country. Developing country, but their internet speed and everyone got mobile phones. They're all computer savvy and internet savvy and everyone.
There's a lot of ways way ahead of us. Because we just something happens over there, they just get it done. Over here, it's all bloody red tape and bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking ridiculous. Bloody well.
I jumped on the back of a motorcycle a couple of times. I wanted to, meeting up with Pete. I spoke to him in the afternoon, and said, "Oh, look, I won't go out tonight.
Mm.
So I had a quiet one." He said, "Yeah, no worries." So anyway, I rang him up about 5:30. I said, "Look, I've had a nana nap. I said, I'll come over and see you. Where are you?"
Mm.
They said, "Oh, I'm at such and such a place in Nana Plaza." I said, "No worries. I'll be there as quick as I can." So I jumped in the shower, had a quick shower, and got dressed and went downstairs. I thought to myself, "Oh, it's 5 o'clock, 5:30. Smack in the middle of peak hour traffic. What do I do?" I said, "If I catch a taxi, it's going to take an hour to get there. If I jump in a tuk-tuk, that's going to take, half an hour, 40 minutes." I said, "I'll get a motorcycle taxi." So I went down, the end of the street, there's a motorcycle taxi rank, and I spoke to a couple of fellas down there. So, "Oh, you take us up to Circumvent." "Yeah, no worries. How much?" 60 bucks. Beauty, let's go. We're there in 20 minutes. In and out of the traffic, boom, boom, boom. It was beautiful. I said, "Thank you." I gave him $100. He was great.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, but, certainly the way to go. In and out of the traffic, in peak down traffic.
Yeah.
He was surprised. "Gee, that was quick." He laughed when I got off the back of the motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. By the way, John, apologies from Pedro tonight. He had a big night out on it tonight. I think he's recovering a little bit at the moment. He said to me.
Yeah. John Berry Woods is not very well.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think he's. He was meant to go out with Johnny tonight too.
Oh yeah.
He rang up Johnny. I think he said he's cancelled. He's cancelled. He's going to have an early, quiet one.
Yeah.
They must have given it a bit of a punishing.
Yeah. Right.
But I think that was his mates last night in Way In. They were going back to Bangkok for 2 or 3 days, and then they're heading back to Australia. Get home before Christmas.
Does that take any bloody souvenirs with them?
Oh, don't.
I won't go too deep into that one.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You can see he's going to get a divorce when they get back and get back over there to the first possible chance.
Couldn't believe it.
We can laugh.
Oh, well.
What do you do, But anyway.
Oh, they're
that stuff.
I'd like to be a fly on the wall when the bill comes in.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a big one.
That'll be trouble.
Oh, that'll be trouble, all right. That'll be trouble, all right.
Bloody, I was talking to my niece today. She was saying the bloody friends of it, who was it? Their father's bloody friends. They were at the boat cruise. Both of them got COVID. It's running everywhere at the moment. Fucking so sick of that bloody word,
Oh. My daughter, she got it the other week. Not early, a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah, touch wood, I haven't had it. I don't want it either, I see that bit bloody recalling, what's in the news before, they're recalling spinach.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, there's some farm in Melbourne where they had bloody weeds in there. So I think from Costco, Woolies and Aldi, that goes into some of their mixes. I've got some of that 4-leaf salad last week, I had bloody one of them wraps. I felt a bit sick after, and I thought, well, maybe the 4-leaf wrap might have a bit of that shit in it. We got it from Woolies too. I'd already thrown it out, Oh, I don't know. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, still got 90 watching.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw it in soon, I think, Ray.
Yeah, no worries. I'm feeling the same. I just feel like in the lounge.
Oh, that's good. Didn't get today, but I'll get it later. And I forgot to do it. I had these cravings for ice cream.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'll get some. I think throw it in the freezer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. G'day, Sol. Thanks for joining us, mate.
There you go, Sol. I could handle what's.
I was listening into the, the standard sort of morning videos we get here in Oz.
Yeah, right.
Bombs. I was listening to Capio first, and I think he was ripping into Steph, and then I was on the beach. Beach was ripping into someone, and Stu D kicked off. I think he was flying too, and they were having to go with, that Ricky bloke. What's his name?
Ricky Drama.
Yeah, Ricky Drama. Oh, he was having a go at about Capio's wife or something like that. Oh God, family out. Take me on or anything. Or take blokes on, but don't speak about wives and kids and that.
I can't watch it.
Back there. I wasn't sort of mucking around with some stamps, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just bloody. I was busy this morning. I don't know, getting a bit of a problem with this arthritis in my hand. I was trying to do a bit of bloody stuffing around, but it kept fucking hurting. So I need to get that looked at, I think. Well, luckily, this bloody what I'm doing outside on that bloody shitbox, all the dirty work's already done, so it's all but finished. So I won't be doing any more of that crap. I tell you, I'm over it too often now.
You're going to have a big clean up this year. I'm going to get rid of all the shit around to do it.
Yeah, just like that.
I've had it said, this is worth that, Keith. You're going to go just chuck it all on the mattress, but you piss it all off and you'll get the cancer to take away.
Yeah, right.
Like it's a shame, really. Some of it's worth good money, but I just couldn't be fucked. I was going shopping today with the missus. I saw this young couple, that pulled off the side of the road, and they saw this. There's a old young woman and a young bloke there, I suppose. It looks like they're in their middle 20s, I suppose. And they saw an old-fashioned hall stand. There's an old stand, seat and sort of mirror thing behind it. And the Sheila was struggling with it. They're trying to get that into the back of a, like a ute or something like that. Good luck to them, so they can sandpaper it down and restore it. And, I said, good to go to landfill. It's a nice old sort of like Edwardian. Looked like it was Blackwood or something. Looked quite, plain. Quite nice. They'll clean it up and put it in the hall. So good luck to them.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, Sol, I don't think we've got any more information on the morning period yet. No, they've gone real quiet on that. There's nothing in the press today.
Who's that?
Well, about the so-called morning period.
Oh, right.
About what happened to the princess.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame, but oh well.
My missus was saying about it. She actually brought it up about, she's saying, do you think it was because of her mother and her father were, too closely related? And I said, I wouldn't be surprised. She might have some sort of congenital illness. And she said she was friends of her family. She said, there were cousins, they got married, and she said there was a daughter in the family. She said the same thing happened at a similar age. He just got a heart attack and just went down. People in the family, the relations put it down to saying that, they were, too closely, related, cousins.
Yeah, well, one breeding works both ways. Either you can fucking magnify the bloody problem, or you can alleviate the problem, sort of thing. Recessives. If it's a recessive gene, that can go for like 3 generations. It can come back anytime.
Yeah.
More, but if it's a dominant gene, if you haven't got it the next season around, or then the next generation around, you don't get it at all, No, they don't carry it. But anyway. Yeah, well, they like to keep their lines pure, don't they? Fucking hell.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, in Muslim societies, yeah, they do.
I think I need a frog outside, right?
Yeah,
It's weird.
cricket should be good for you.
It
Oh.
sounds like there's a frog outside the window, I think, here.
Mm. Oh, well,
Oh, very good.
you don't see many frogs these days. Not here, anyway.
The kids used to go out, go down the park or something and go tadpoling or something like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go tadpoling, bring some frogs home. Not anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I'm ready for the fucking lounge, I think.
Yeah, we might call it a day. What do you reckon, Ray? I've been all night for an hour.
Yeah, close to it. It's close enough. I'm fucking real enthusiastic tonight. So,
Yeah, I was going to have a quiet one.
Yeah, I watch a bit of
The little
TV.
boy came in before. Yeah, I need to speak to you later on. I thought, here we go.
Oh,
What's happening? He wants to upgrade his phone plan.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Is that?
all right, you can upgrade it. He said, "Oh, can I get the $30 a month one?" I said, "No." I said, "The $20 a month one will do you, won't it?"
Yeah.
No, he said, "Yeah, all right," but he gave me a try.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to go and get the kid at the fucking lounge anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Get into it.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, thanks very much for joining us. We'll be on next week before Christmas, won't we, Ray?
Yeah, we'll get on next week. Well, I think we're going to do something over Christmas at some point, aren't we? We'll talk about that anyway.
Indeed.
Have a few Chrissy drinks and shit, have a fucking few laughs.
That sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
it should be good because we've got Saturday's Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and then there's Sunday, and then there's Monday, Tuesday. That's got to be a public holiday, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
They've got to be public holidays. That's 26th, 27th.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll squeeze one in around that time there. We can have a few drinky ones, But,
Yeah. Yes.
We'll talk about it.
No.
Thank you.
We'll call it a day.
No worries. We'll see you.
Good evening.
Yeah, see you, fellas.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, you too. See you, fellas. Have a good one.
Take care.